from this? What's the reason why you felt like now is the time to try to get your career back on track?
I was just following my heart. When I was with the Dolphins, I selfishly tried to walk away from the game, which in turn got me cut because of factors affecting me outside the field. And I let that play a part in what I did on the field, and it showed. So I guess I tried to run for myself, had nowhere to go, and my heart brought me right back to the game of football. So I'm going to do it till the day I die.
So in all of this, is convincing yourself to believe in yourself? I mean, is that a big part of this?
Well, that's how you succeed in life. If you don't believe, nobody else will. So it was all of me believing in myself again.
How hard was it for you being away from the game?
It wasn't easy. It's probably 2 of the hardest years of my life. Thankfully, I had good people around me, my family, my friends, and my dog kept me going. But I'm just blessed to be back here and have the opportunity to go out there and show that I can still play the game.
How'd you do in your workout?
I thought I did pretty well. Still up in the air. I'm pretty certain I'll be in somebody's uniform next year, whether it's in the NFL or Canadian League. So I'm excited about that.
How many teams wanted to work you out, or just have asked to speak with you privately?
I have no clue how many teams wanted to work me out or will be asking. But hopefully somebody saw something that they liked.
Pat, were there any quarterbacks that you might have seen over the last couple years might have influenced your decision because there seemed to be a lot more guys who like to do some of the things that you do out there on the field?
Well, I guess a lot of people were saying I was ahead of my time. I'll just say I wasn't patient enough for my time. So once again, my heart brought me back to the game of football, even though I tried my hardest to run from it. But it's what I love and what I'm going to do or be around until the day they put me 6 feet under.
I've got 2 questions. You said factors play a part. What kind of outside factors?
Personal issues. One, not believing in myself. Losing sight of, I guess, part of the reason I'm here on earth.
That injury you had one season to that was pretty serious. Did that factor in for a while?
That played a part in me questioning myself, not believing, but I guess my faith is stronger than anything else, so it brought me right back.
And then following up on the read option, everybody's talking about the read option now in the NFL, young quarterbacks coming in. You see your style fitting right in with that?
I feel like I can play in any system in the NFL, whether it be drop back, read option, it doesn't matter.
Talk about your preparation for today. When you decided you wanted to make this decision to come back on Pro Day, and what you did to get yourself ready for today?
It started with interest from a team in Canada, and me heading out to San Diego to work with Whitfield Academy, George Whitfield, and I guess him prepared me for today. And I guess I had a month of good work with him, a month of good work with prolific athletes in the weight room, and came here and I just showed what I've been working on.
Before that month leading up to today, I mean, what was your involvement with football? I mean, when was the last time you were out working at the game?
I wasn't. I couldn't watch football for about 1.5 years, 2 years. It was hard for me to watch, and I knew the first time I turned on the TV and was able to watch a game that passion was still there, and that fire was still there. So things started rolling and brought me here.
You mentioned the self-doubt that you had. When you got to the NFL, in retrospect, do you feel like you thought it was going to be easy? Did you think that your ability was just going to...
I knew it would be hard. It's just not as difficult as it seemed to be. I mean, it's the game of football. It's not much different than when you play as a 10-year-old, 12-year-old. I mean, the game's a lot faster. The guys are a lot smarter, but it's still the same game. So...
What you proved today for Pro Day, and like what you were preparing for physically to show that you could still play the game of football, but because of mentally or leaving the game behind and not really showing that passion for those 1.5 years or whatever, do you have to prove as much mentally and prove to these teams that you really are in it?
I'm sure I'll definitely have to prove that my heart's in it, and I'm dedicated to the game, but I'm willing to do so. That's all I've done my whole life. So I had a little setback, but it happens.
Pat, how hard was it to get back into the swing of things when you started back up on this journey?
Surprisingly not as hard as I thought. I guess one statement that sticks out to me, Whitfield was saying I'm a 195-pound quarterback at that time. I'm about 205 now. Throwing like I was about 215. So I guess that was motivation. And him saying that my footwork's still where it needs to be, and so forth and so on. I guess that answers your question, right?
You mentioned how hard the last couple of years have been for you. What did you learn about yourself? I mean, was this a very introspective process, like learning? I mean, did it take a lot on your own part to convince yourself you were ready to come back?
Oh, yeah. Nobody else could, I guess, motivate you like you can motivate yourself. It doesn't matter what you all are saying, what my family's saying, what my friends are saying. It's all about, I guess, how I feel inside and the faith that I have in the man up above. And I guess taking the steps that he pushed down for me.
Pat, you mentioned, we all kind of can figure how family and friends can help you do that. How did your dog help you?
He kept me active. Without him, I'd probably be sitting in front of a computer screen for 18 hours a day. But with him, I had to get out and run him. Because he's a Doberman, so he had a lot of energy.
What's his name?
His name is Chief Charmalot. He goes by Charm. Reason for the name, Charm. I was in a condo. He's a big dog. I didn't want people to be afraid of him, so I wanted a name that was inviting. And I couldn't call him Chief because my father's a chief, They both be turning their head like this.
When you worked out today, strictly quarterback, I mean, does anybody want to try you at anything else, or?
Strictly quarterback.
Do you want to try you at anything else? Are you open to it now?
I'm open to be a football player, but my heart is at quarterback.
But like if you were the Brad Smith type that came in, ran a couple plays at quarterback, but otherwise split out or returned kicks, if that's what somebody gave you as an opportunity, would you take it?
I'll take any opportunity I get right now. I just want to be back in the game, but my heart is behind the center, so I feel like that's where I'm best fit, and that's why I'm gonna give 115% effort.
So the next step for you now then is what? Are you just waiting on teams? Have you had contact with anybody?
Just wait and see. Well, Edmonton Eskimos contacted me with the contract offer, but that was months ago around Senior Bowl time, and I mentioned to him that I wanted to test the waters and see if there was any interest in the NFL, and they, I guess, kindly let me do so, but they said they still have interest.
It's like for you to come here and see Jarrett's here, Gino's here, and those are the guys who came after number 5. I mean, what's it like to see them at their pro day, and here you are doing pro day number 2?
Am I right? You make me feel old. I mean, it's definitely always an honor and a blessing to be around this program. I guess like the statement says, once a mountain, always a mountain there, and it shows with, I guess, even guys that played before me coming back, and I guess showing their love and their brotherhood and their respect for the guys that are doing it now. So, I mean, I'm honored.
Pat, when you watched Russell Wilson last year, everybody was saying that he was too short and not big enough for an NFL quarterback. You had to fight that your whole time.
Mm-hmm.
What's your feeling about him, and that you bring kind of the same skill sets?
I think he's one of the best in the game. Small in stature, but a big heart and a great mind. So I'm sure he'll have many years of success. I just hope I can get in and compete with him on some level.
How many balls did you throw out there today?
I did count.
Too many. How's your arm feeling after that?
I might need to ice it down a little bit. It's all right. I mean, I've been tossing around for a month pretty good, so my arm's in pretty good shape right now.
Did you run?
I did.
You did not?
No, I did not run. Just threw.
All right. Thank you very much, Matt.